Welcome to Old Man's Land. I'm Brett. I don't really think I'm old, but the kids I work with say I'm old. But today we are going to start our hunting shack build and just kind of have some fun with this. We're going to get started with putting some poles or some pillars in, and I want to kind of do an elevated hunting shack because my land is on a hill, and that will get me higher and be able to see out over everything. So that's the game plan for today. We'll see what happens. You know, as with any YouTube video, you know, don't take what I do as the way you should do it. It's just the way I'm doing it, and right or wrong, you know, we'll see what happens as we go along. I think honestly what I'm going to do today is probably just sink one pole, put it in the ground, and get some concrete around it, and just start with that, see how it goes. I'm going to do this little auger here attached to my tractor, and you know, you can hand dig this stuff, but honestly it's 93 degrees out here today, and I just, you know, although the kids say I'm old, I guess I'm doing old stuff here because I don't want to hand dig it. I guess I'm being lazy. So anyway, we'll get started doing this. Well, even though you use a tractor and an auger, I guess you still got to dig it out a little anyway. Oh well. Guess I'll get the shovel and get going at it. Thank goodness for Harbor Freight and these microfiber towels. It is hot. A little bit of gravel. There we go. put it in four-wheel drive. Crazy. All right. There's a butterfly on my shoulder. It's funny. There we go. That should be pretty close. Really should try not to breathe concrete dust. Roughly. Start with that. And I don't know, multiple drops of sweat might make the concrete too thin. Whew. All right, here we go. One more it is. And then we'll check plumb on the pole. See how close we can get the plumb. Mark the center line, that's for darn sure. That's it. Hopefully this is enough water. Well, when I look at the pole in the camera, it certainly looks like it's leaning a lot, but I think that's just because of the lay of the ground and how the camera's taking the picture. If I'm standing up next to it, it certainly feels that it's definitely straight up and down. And I did just plumb this side and the back side because that's actually where I'm going to tie in the rim joists up in the air. So I wanted that to be as straight as possible, you know, without having to trim a ton to get it the way I want. So, but that's the first pole. I guess we're gonna do a little cleanup, call it quits for the day. I know it seems kind of weird to just do one pole and not do the whole process, but it's so hot. I need to take a break. Got a water break going here, but I think I'm just gonna do a cleanup and call it quits for the day. Well, it's the next morning out here at Old Man's Land, and figure we'll go ahead and get started today and put a couple more poles in. And once again, we'll just see how it goes. No rush, no hurry, and we're just gonna have fun. That's all this is about. You may have noticed that there wasn't a whole lot of digging or really augering on this hole and the last hole, and that's because I had started this project a while back and had already done these two holes, and so they were already there, and so I already knew there weren't any rocks in the hole itself. It's just over time they've backfilled, and so um, I'm just clearing them out and then getting these poles sunk. So this part isn't as hard as originally thought. It's nice to have the wind going today, but unfortunately it's making the microphone kind of not sound very good. But as with the last hole, you know, even though we did all that, there's still, I have to dig it out by hand some. So I felt like a post hole digger probably would help this a lot, but you use what you have. So like the other day, we'll put gravel in the bottom here. Actually, that was too much gravel. Let's dig a little of that back out. Never really goes completely to plan, does it? just drilled this hole and there are yellow jackets in it already. I don't understand that. Huh. As long as I don't get stung, I don't care. Okay, so these poles are 11 feet 9 inches apart. And so what I did was came off of these poles 12 feet on both sides and put a rock, but then I had to figure out the hypotenuse of this triangle, or these long sides here. So I used Pythagorean's theorem to do that. And basically the square root of a squared plus b squared gives you your c, if you will. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And so, yeah, so that came out to be 16 feet 9 inches. And that's what I set these rocks here at both these places, and that will allow us to drill those. I think I'm going to drill those two today. Oh, we're getting very close. Very, very close. Started. Well, I decided to put all 4 poles in today. As you can see behind me, it was a long day, but it was worth doing since I had everything out. And now it's just a matter of putting the rim boards up and we can start real construction. So, fun day. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.